You looking for me?
Yeah, Paul, have a seat. We need to talk.
How about we go out and grab a beer?
No, let's stay here. What's the matter? Something about this room making you nervous?
No, it's not that.
Look, Powell. Something happened in this room the night of the party. Something to do with Marty Saybrook, and I want to know what it is.
I'll put those in the kitchen. I just wanted to thank you both for letting me stay at the rectory last night. I don't think I could have handled being alone.
No, you don't think we would have let you, do you, after everything you've been through? I just wish that you would stay with us for a while.
We tried that before, remember? Believe me, it's better this way.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Andrew, are you okay? You didn't sleep last night. You were up walking around, and then you're telling me that nothing's wrong when something's obviously wrong.
Cassie, look, I'm torn up about what happened to Marty. I kind of took it out on Swade Pruitt. I'm okay. It's just something that I've got to do right now. So just say goodbye to Marty for me, okay?
Wait a minute. Talk to me, Andrew.
I love you. I do. I've got to run, okay?
Seeing in this tabernacle, it's a little weird. Guess I have to get used to it.
Well, someday you will. Here.
What's this?
Our divorce papers. That's why I asked you to come see me today. I'm sorry it took me so long to locate them.
Thanks. I won't need them anyway now.
What do you mean?
Well, I finally told Tina about you and me, and, well, she's pretty angry. I think, she's very close to calling it quits.
I knew that.
You knew that?
She came to see me yesterday.
She came to see you here? What happened? What did you say to her, Angela?
Tina, I have been looking everywhere for you.
It's not a good time, Vicky.
Well, we need to discuss your wedding plans.
Definitely not a good time.
Honey, I know we have talked about this before, but in light of what has been going on between you and Cord, don't you think it would be wise to downplay things just a little bit? I mean, especially for your children's sake?
Believe me, Vicky, you don't have to worry because I am going to downplay things around Cord. In fact, I might downplay things so much, I might not even get married to Kane.
What?
You heard me. Might just call this whole crazy thing off.
Come on, Angela, what happened between you two, huh? You invited her over here, didn't you?
No. And believe it or not, I didn't seize the opportunity to stab you in the back.
Yeah, I'll bet.
As far as I could see, she seemed like a very lovely person.
Yeah, well, thanks for the seal of approval, Angela, but what I want to know is what happened, and what did Tina say to you?
Well, naturally, she was upset. How couldn't she be? Finding out that the man she was going to marry lied to her like that, it isn't exactly calming. Honey, I think you did the right thing telling her that we were married. It took guts.
It took was stupidity. I just kept my mouth shut. We'd probably be getting married on May 28th, and now she might be calling the wedding off.
But you had no other choice. You can't build a relationship based on lies.
Just save sermons, okay, Angela? Because the truth is that everything was just fine until you came waltzing into Landview. If you just stayed in Texas where you belong, I wouldn't have to tell Tina about the worst mistake I ever made.
Is that how you think about marriage, Kane? Sorry, I never saw it quite so black and white.
It was all black to me, sweetheart. Actually, you and I are the worst possible thing for each other.
Maybe in that place and time.
Look, I don't care about, I just care about right now, okay? And what I want is to marry the woman I love as soon as possible. So don't you think for a minute I'm gonna call it quits? So thank you for these divorce papers, because the next time you see me, I will be married to Tina just as planned. You can count on that.
Wait a minute, Tina. What do you mean? Are you telling me you've changed your mind about Kane again?
Something has come up.
What?
Something I never expected in a million years.
Vicky, Tina, I just came by to pick up a few things.
Go right ahead, Cord.
Listen, Tina, I couldn't help overhearing, but are you serious when you're saying that you're not going to go ahead and marry Kane?
I said I was thinking about it. I didn't say that I wasn't going to.
Tina.
Tina, the thing is, as I said to you before, I think it's real important that you take your time and you think this thing through.
Cord, listen, I'm really not up for a conversation about this. If you want to have a heart-to-heart, maybe your evangelist friend Angela has got office hours right now. Maybe you should talk to her. She seems to know everything.
Well, wait a minute. Why are you bringing Angela into this all of a sudden?
Can you excuse me? I'm going to go work out.
Vicky, do you know anything about this?
I haven't a clue.
I got a hunch. I think maybe the reason that Tina's having second thoughts about marrying Kane right now, I think it's got something to do with these legal papers I saw over at Angela Holliday's.
What legal papers?
They were documents. They were written in Spanish, and Rogan's name was all over them.
Well, what did they say?
I'm not sure. But I mean to find out. I'm gonna go see Angela.
Wait, Accord, please, wait. Look, I don't know Angela, whoever she is, but I know Tina. Darling, I hate to say this, but while you were away, she and Kane developed a relationship. Okay, a stormy one at times. There was no doubt about that. But a very strong bond exists between them, Cord. And no matter what happened to pull them apart, somehow they always managed to get back together again.
So what are you doing here? You're practicing your toast for the wedding?
Oh, don't do that. You know how much I love you, Cord. We all love you. I would just hate to see you get your hopes up. I mean, this latest storm between Kane and Tina, it might be blowing itself out now as we speak. And they might get married very soon.
Vicky, I know what you're doing here, all right? And I appreciate it, I do. But you can't tell me not to hope. Because right now, hope is all that I got to hang on to. It makes me feel good. Even though it's just a little bit right now.
That's my whole point, sweetheart. I don't know that there is, even a little bit.
Well, then it's what I need to find out on my own. Excuse me, I got something I gotta take care of.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. Did Marty say anything to you?
It's not what she said, Powell. It's how she acted.
What do you mean?
At the country club yesterday. When she saw you, Todd, and Zach. It's like she was seeing one of her worst nightmares. And then she blew out of there pretty fast. It was weird.
Well, let's face it, she's weird to begin with.
I'm not gonna say she's not, Powell. I know Marty is a little unstable.
A little?
It was how she looked at you guys, Powell. Powell, look at me. What happened here the night of the spring fling?
Kev, you were there. You saw what it was like. The place was a zoo.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what happened in here, in this room.
Yeah, I know. It is a mess.
Did Marty and Todd have one of their blowouts? Is that what this is?
I told you, it was a zoo, and Marty was right there in the middle of it, having the time of her life.
Wait a minute. Something doesn't fit here. You said when you came up here, you saw Marty passed out on the bed. Now, how could she be passed out on the bed and having the time of her life at the same time?
I didn't say that. I mean, yeah, she was out of it, but before she was out of it, she wasn't, you know?
I don't know. And I don't think you're telling me the whole story, Paul.
Zach, your girlfriend's making too much noise. Can you shut her up?
Just ought to keep her quiet. What is it? What is going on here?
Some hairdo.
Marty, have you given any more thought to pressing charges? The detective Claire said that we could call her.
No one would believe me. Cassie, I have to put this whole thing out of my mind. It's the only way I can stop myself from going crazy.
Marty, you're not going to make it go away by just saying you'll forget about it. And you've got to start taking care of yourself. When are you going to go see your regular doctor?
Oh! Haven't I been poked and prodded enough?
Marty, you got to make sure that the stress of the rape hasn't aggravated your lupus. And if you're going to get beyond this, you got to start by looking it in the eye.
Cassie, I know you mean well. You always do. But I cannot do what you're asking me to do. I don't want to see it. And I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry, but I just can't. I can't handle talking about what happened to me.
Marty, I'll get it. Oh, Jessie, honey, hi.
Hi, Cassie. What are you doing here?
That's what I was going to ask you.
My piano lesson.
Oh, with Marty, I didn't know that you...
Yeah, she left a message saying she'd rather me come over here today.
Come on in, Jess.
Hi, Marty. Am I early?
No. Cassie was just leaving.
Oh, guess so. Sure you're going to be all right?
I'll be fine. I mean, after all, Jessica's here, and, I just have to start trying to get things back to normal, you know? At least normal for me.
I'll call you later, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Sounds like she's been practicing.
I think I got it. I woke up really early this morning, and I played it through a couple of times. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure? Because, I mean, yesterday at the country club, you looked really upset, and today, you don't look so well.
Oh, it's bad hair day, huh?
Marty, are you sure you're okay?
Powell. Earth to Powell.
Yeah, I'm here.
What is going on with you, anyway?
Nothing. It's just exams and all that, you know. I'm just trying to hang out till summer gets here, that's all.
Come on in.
Kevin? Kevin, one of your brothers sent me up.
Andrew, surprise. Have you met my cousin Powell, Andrew Carpenter? Powell Lord, the third or fourth or something?
Reverend, I'm gonna get you for that. Excuse me.
No, Powell, wait up. So, what brings you around these parts? If everybody finds out there's a man with a cloth on the premises, I think it's going to put everybody into a panic.
Right. Well, I'm going to try to keep a low profile. This is important.
What's the matter? It's not my mom.
No, no, it's nothing like that. Kevin, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Questions?
Yes. About Marty Saybrook.
Where's the fire?
I was just looking for you guys.
Yeah, we were looking for you, too. Doug Anderson said he let in some minister here to see Buchanan.
Yeah, he's up in his room right now.
What's he doing there?
I don't know, but I do know one thing. There's a problem, a big problem.
What do you mean?
Kevin is onto something. I mean, he's been asking me questions about Marty.
What'd you tell him?
Nothing.
Good.
But Marty showed up at the country club when we were there yesterday.
I didn't see her.
Well, Kevin did. He saw her freak out, and now he's asking me what it's all about.
What it's all about? It's about. She knows to keep her mouth shut. What it's about.
No, it's
you
not.
better understand that too, pal.
It's not that easy. Kevin is no dope. He's onto something. He's just grilling me about what went on here the night of spring fling.
Went on around here. Okay, we had a party. Spring got flung. End of story. Can you get that simple concept through your head, pal?
Wait a minute. What exactly did you tell him, pal? You didn't screw up on our story, did you?
No, I told him when we went up to his room, Marty was already passed out, just like we agreed to say, but he's not buying it.
In other words, you screwed up.
I am telling you, Kevin is onto something. This is getting away from us. You understand? We are going to get caught.
You keep your voice down about this. Stop being such a little wimp about this. Be a man for once in your life.
Look, Kevin is just nosing around because he's Mr. KAD president and he doesn't want to get into any trouble.
Look, all of this is gonna blow over. What's the big deal anyway? All we did was give Marty the good time that she was looking for. So what?
A good time? What are you talking about? What you got us to do to Marty is a big deal. About as big as it gets.
Wait a minute. What I got you to do? What am I, your mother?
Hey, you pushed me into this, Todd. You and Zach, you started the whole thing.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You watched, pal. You locked the door, okay? We couldn't have done it without you. And then you did it, too.
That's right, pal. You are as much involved in what happened here as we are. So you better hang with us.
Hang together or hang separately? Who said that, Ben Franklin?
I said it. And you better remember it, pal, or you're gonna be very, very sorry.
Kevin, anything you say is between you and me. You know that. And I'm counting on you to tell me the truth.
I don't know what this is all about.
I told you. It's about Marty Saybrook and the spring fling party. Now, you saw her here that night, didn't you?
Yeah, of course. She came with me.
All right. So you brought her here. And then?
I don't know. We had a couple drinks. Look, what is this all about?
I'll explain it. First, I want you to finish telling me everything that you know.
I don't know what you're after here. Marty got bombed out of her mind. Not that she was the only one. The whole party was pretty crazy.
Yeah, then?
She started dancing. Sort of outrageous, you know. She got in a fight with Todd. He's one of the brothers. And, looked like she really needed some time out, so I brought her up here to my room.
And then?
She went down for the count. You should have seen the way she was belting the booze back. And then she pulled herself together, more or less, and called it a night.
At any time during the evening, as far as you know, was Marty Saybrook alone with anyone?
Yeah, she was alone with me. Why?
Tina.
4, 5.
Come on, Tina, talk to me, will you, please?
6, 7.
I tried to catch up with you when you drove out of Landfair, but you were driving so fast you were burning rubber.
There's nothing to talk about, Kane. You want to know why I'm driving so fast? You want to know why I'm working out like this? Because I'm afraid if I don't keep moving, I am going to explode. That is how angry I am with you.
Come on, Tina.
Go away, Kane.
Look, Tina, listen.
Get your hands off of me.
No, not until you hear me out.
I have heard everything I need to hear.
Tina, I want another chance to explain myself. Now, are you going to give me one or not?
Not.
Angela,
Cord.
I want some answers.
Well, first you have to ask me the questions.
Tina and Kane are having some problems right now. So much so that Tina is threatening to call off the wedding. You know what that's about?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I kind of thought that you might. Just having a conversation with Tina, your name came up. So don't you have anything to say? What, you want me to do all the talking here?
What do you want me to tell you?
I want the truth. I think I deserve that much, at least.
Yes, Cord, you do.
So fine, these legal papers, they do have something to do with Kane Rogan, right? Well, has he got a problem with the law? Is that it?
No. You're right about those papers. They are the reason that Tina's so angry.
So what are they?
A writ of divorce from Mexico.
Divorce? Whose divorce?
Kane's. And mine. Cord, Kane and I used to be husband and wife.
Wait a minute. You were married to the man?
Just for a very short time, a very, very long
You
time.
were married to him, and you never told me about it. How could you do that to me?
Cord, I didn't do it to you. This was something between me and Kane. Something that is long over and done with. What good would it do anybody to bring it all up again?
I don't believe this. I really don't.
Cord, I thought long and hard about this. I prayed to God. And I realized that this matter was between Tina and Kane. It wasn't for me to interfere in.
And what about me, huh? I confided in you. I trusted you. I came to you for help and for guidance. Do you realize that if I had this information, I could have stopped Tina from going down the same farce with that man? I could have kept him away from my kids for just another day. I could have done a lot of things, Angela. But no, you took all of that away from me.
Cord, I wish you could understand. I really did what I felt was right.
What you did is you pretended to be my friend. That's what you did.
No. I am your friend, Cord. Please, will you try to listen to me?
Lady, I don't want to listen to anything else you gotta say. I'm gonna find Tina.
No, Cord, don't you do anything that you might regret later. This whole thing could backfire on you. Maybe you should just stay out of things and let Tina and Kane run their course.
That is the worst advice that anybody has ever given to me.
Oh, God.
So I don't know what the real sad part about all this is that I believed in you. I was fool enough to think that I could trust anything you had to say.
All right, let's go through this one more time. You say that you talked a while, then you left Marty sleeping it off in your room.
Yes, that's right. I put a blanket on her, and then I went back downstairs to check on the party. Being the president of the fraternity, I was worried about things getting out of hand. And then when I came back up to check on her, she was still in bed. She was starting to come around.
Did she say anything at that point? Anything?
No, she was still pretty out of it. So I left her alone again, and well, obviously she sobered up enough to get herself together, because then she came downstairs and she blew out of here. Look, what is this? What are all these questions about?
One more thing. Kevin, is there anyone else who might have been in here with Marty when you left her alone?
Yeah, anybody could have been, and the place was a madhouse. There's a couple guys that I know of for sure.
Can you tell me who they are?
Powell, my cousin, you just met him. And a couple of the other brothers, Zach Rosen and Todd Manning. Come on in.
Hey, what gives, Kevin? I thought you were going to give us a hand with that cleaning brigade.
Sorry, something came up. Andrew Carpenter, Zach Rosen, Todd Manning. Andrew is the rector at the St. James in Landview.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
As a matter of fact, we were just hearing about you.
Oh, yeah? What have you been hearing?
Kevin and I were talking about the spring fling party.
Uh-oh. Tell me, Reverend, what's your position on sin?
I'm against it. Did you run into Marty Saybrook that night?
Marty? Well, Marty and I have sort of history, you know.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, nothing big. I mean, you know, we dated a few times, and then she dumped me for some townie. What's his name? Buckeye, Leather...
Swade Pruitt.
Swade, right. Anyway, I wasn't expecting to see Marty that night. I didn't think much of it. And then she showed. And you know Marty. She brings a lot to a party. This night, though, I think she brought a little too much, because we came in here to check on her, and she was so pie-eyed she could barely keep her head up.
No, she didn't keep her head up. Remember, she was out like a light.
Right? It was kind of pathetic, actually. That's about it. End of story.
End of story?
As far as I can tell. Haven't seen her around much since.
Thank you. I better get going.
Yeah, I'll show you the door.
No, on my way.
I don't like this.
Wait a minute now. Who is this minister guy, okay? What if Marty talked to him?
Well, you think she did?
Who knows? I mean, she might have blabbed to a lot of people by now. Maybe she went to a doctor. I mean, maybe they already have baggies full of evidence that we had sex with her.
But I stopped myself. I didn't finish.
Powell, do not weasel your way out of this, okay? Who cares if you stopped? You started.
No, shut up, Rosen. Come on, you're getting the dry heaves from Powell here. There's absolutely nothing to get panicked about.
Yeah, that's what you're saying now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Rosen. All right, now if this Reverend character or Kevin or anybody else starts hitting on us and we get boxed in, all we have to say is, yeah, sure. We slept with Marty Saybrook that night.
What?
That's right. You heard me. We go with the evidence. What's the crime anyway? She comes around here looking for a good time. All we did was oblige. End of story. End of problem. Comprende?
Okay, that's very nice. Now, why don't we get to the fun part?
Wait till you hear me. You aren't gonna believe how good I sound.
Sure.
No, really. I amaze myself. Why can't I find this?
Don't tell me you left the sheet music at home.
I don't believe what a jerk I am.
Oh, you're in some serious hot water now, young lady.
I'll run home and get it.
No, I was only kidding.
No, I want you to hear me do it. It would only take a minute.
Jessica, don't go.
I'll be right back.
We can do it next time.
No, I got it down so good. Marty, please. It's only a few blocks away.
Okay, but be careful.
Huh?
When you go home, when you're walking home, promise me you'll be careful.
You're starting to sound like my mother.
Jessica, I'm serious. You never know what can happen.
Okay. Okay. I'll be careful.
32. 33.
You're in really good shape, Tina.
You made me lose count, Kane.
You're on 34.
Forget it. I'm done.
But I'm not, Tina. Not until you listen to what I have to say.
Kane, just leave me alone.
No, listen, I'm not going to let you throw away our future just because you got it in your mind that I'm some kind of liar.
What, are you saying that you're not? Because if you are, Kane, then only a liar of your magnitude would even think such a thing.
Do you think it's a lie that I love you, Tina?
Oh.
Now look at me, Tina. What do you see? You see a man that loves you so much, that is so afraid of losing you, that he'd do anything to keep you. Even something stupid like covering his marriage to Angela.
How could you, Kane?
Oh, yeah, I was desperate, okay? I just kept thinking about your marriages with Cord and how important they were to you. See, my marriage wasn't like that, Tina. I didn't feel for Angela the way I feel for you. It's not even close.
Well, how can I believe you?
How can you not? Tina, before you, I never stayed with anybody. But with you, the idea of growing old together, side by side, honey, that makes me so happy. And it makes me so miserable, the idea that I might have blown all that for us.
You really do love me, don't you, Kane?
Baby, yes, I love you. I always will. You please forgive me.
Kane.
Will you marry me?
All right, Sloan. Yeah, I'll see you at 6 o'clock. Well, I miss you too, my darling. Yeah, I miss you too.
Vicky?
Cassie, I'm in here. No, it's Cassie. Well, I asked her to come by. I'll tell you later, okay? Yeah. Bye-bye, darling. Cassie, thank you so much for coming, sweetheart.
Oh,
Thank you.
Vicky, I love seeing you. We don't do it often enough.
No, you're right, we don't, and I miss you. My rector's wife. Sit down, sit down. Would you care for tea?
Please, please. How are you?
Actually, I'm fine. I'm just fine. There was a little thing I was worried about, and I really just wanted to talk to you about it.
Thank you.
Yesterday, when I saw you at the country club with Marty, you know, when she ran out, she seemed extraordinarily upset. And to tell you the truth, I have not been able to put that out of my mind. I can't seem to forget the look on her face. And I thought since you were with her, you might know what the problem is.
I think she just wasn't feeling very well.
Is her lupus flaring up again? Is that it?
No. I think it was more like a flu bug. Oh, but she's much better now.
Why do I get the feeling that I'm only hearing half the story?
I'm telling you what I know.
Cassie, honey, if there is something that is bothering Marty, I really would like to help her.
I'm sure that Marty will call on you if she needs you.
Well, I would hope she would. It would be a shame, you know. She's done so much to turn her life around recently. Going back to school, and it's a really extraordinary, delightful, charming way that she's befriended Jessica and helped Jessica. It's almost as if a light has been put back into that young face. And I hope to God it stays there. It's a very beautiful face when there is light in it. I think it would be a tragedy if something happened to put it out.
told you, Marty. You know, we're brothers. We share everything. Why don't you just sit back and enjoy the ride? Oh, we're having fun now. Music's hot, Marty, huh? Why don't you give us one of your hot little dances?
Come on, is this how you dance with that blue-collar clown of yours, huh?
You messed me up royally. Now I'm going to do the same to you.
No! Stop!
Hey, Andrew, wait a second. Look, you still haven't told me why you came around here asking all these questions about Marty.
No, I know. I never did. I've got to go.
Look, is something wrong because Marty has been acting strange?
Maybe she has a good reason. You know, maybe we all do. I don't know anymore.
Can you and I please just stop this game of 20 questions?
I wish I could. I'll see you.
Did he say anything?
A lot. Yeah, but not in so many words. Kind of like you, Paul.
What do you mean?
Something is going on around here. Something to do with Marty Saybrook, and I think you know what it is.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you do. And I think you better tell me, or whatever it is that did happen is gonna blow up in your face.
Come on, Tina, what do you say, honey? Huh? Will you marry me?
Kane, everything you said to me, it makes sense in a weird sort of way, but I'm just...
Tina, I've been looking all over for you.
Cord, we're in the middle of something right here, all right?
Well, Kane and I are having a private conversation.
Please listen to me for 2 seconds, all right? Now, I know you may think that this man is the man in your dreams, all right? But you know that he's been married before to Angela Holliday. Now, is that the reason you're having second thoughts?
She tell you that?
Yeah, she did, Tina, and I suspect that you just found out about this yourself. Come on, for months I have been trying to tell you that this man is nothing but a con man and a liar. Tina, what more proof are you gonna have than this? Tina, please, for once in your life, have the sense to cut your losses. Just bail out now before he hurts you and our kids any more than he already has.
I appreciate your concern, Cord, but I guess maybe I don't have sense. Because I am going to marry Kane. May 28th, as planned.
What?
I listened to everything that you said, Kane, and I understand it, and I believe in you.
You do? I think that's great.
No, Tina, it's ridiculous is what it is. Tina, what is the matter with you? Who knows what his next lie is gonna be? Tina, you were digging your own grave here.
Cord, please, Those are really lovely sentiments, but would you please, if you have any extra words, just save them for my tombstone. Which won't be for a while. Ken and I have a wedding to plan.
We'll just see about that.
That's right. I'm confirming my reservation on tomorrow's 3:14 flight to Los Angeles. Lord, L-O-R-D, Powell Lord. And could you cancel my return flight, please? No, I won't be rescheduling. I'll only need a one-way ticket. There's been a change of plans. I won't be coming back to Landview at any time in the foreseeable future.
Jess? Is that you? Jess?
Special delivery.
What are you doing here?
Came to pay my respects. Open the door, Marty.
Stop it! No!
Open the door.
No!